You're not here by accident, you know. A good story will always find you.
The first meeting with Noon and Nine was just a statement about wanting to work together and making a project that would be unique. There was no brief, there was just the intention of, let's make something that we all can be proud. Let's make something personal. That's the whole thing. And I think the only thing that we generally decided, let's talk about stories. I needed like a theater or an environment where these stories coming to life would be a bit more believable. So what I needed was create this kind of alternate reality where this could actually happen. And it's to do with the architecture of the Carré de Belfield. I remember when I was in college, I was fascinated by his kind of creations, because that's what they are. They're bordering fascism or like a totalitarian kind of like, they look really, really good from the outside and they overwhelm you as a scale. But they're probably horrible to live in. But to me, they conveyed that message that I wanted in there. Like, this doesn't feel real. It feels like a setting, and it feels like a dark setting that's actually hiding something. And for me, they would hide like these stories that could come to life. Nobody can spot all of the references. Just because some are pretty vague and some are so well hidden, they're maybe like 2 pixels wide to be a reference. So, and then choosing which ones also had to do with, I wanted my personal kinds of stories, the stories I grew up with and the stuff that I really, really like. Also, the stuff that's more contemporary. It's kind of a mismatch of digging from my own past and then looking around what's actually happening right now. The story is actually pretty linear. I started off with just thinking, let's go from evening to night to morning and see what the city is about and what it does with its inhabitants. People watch series and films predominantly at night and in the evening, so that was when stories come to life. I'm saying the story is linear, but the layer underneath there is not really linear. It's much more like a Groundhog Day. So we see the old woman, she comes back later with her husband in the Fight Club scene. And then there she is after that scene as a younger version of herself in the car. That's also her. And there's a lot of these kinds of hidden layers in there. I'm not going to tell everything, but everything is kind of connected. I think storytelling hasn't changed at all since we developed this thing called language and sat around the campfire and warn each other and teach each other, emotionally engage each other. That's what stories is about. When I watch a good story or a good movie or a TV series, it can change my mind, it can change my opinion, 180 degrees. So it's a learning tool, I guess, but it's also who we are, literally who we are. Once you're not here anymore, people talk about you in this shape of a story. Your actions are going to be defined by the stories you created during your lifetime.